Oh, hella beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Today we are here with a semi-subscriber's choice video, and listen, I get it. You've picked your favorite fragrance, you are dressed, you are ready to go, and now you need to know how many sprays of cologne should you wear. Listen, we've all been there. So obviously, if you're watching this video, then you know I do content centered around men's fragrance and other things, but I often get questions about what fragrance should you wear and also how many sprays should you wear, to the point where we started putting it in the videos to make it a little bit easier. But I feel like this is the perfect place to have some conversation, a little bit of discussion. So let me throw this disclaimer out there before I get into this and give you my thoughts and opinions that does not necessarily represent the views and opinions of the masses. These are my opinions, man. And everyone's situation is a tad bit different. Therefore, you will apply the fragrance the way you see fit. Therefore, I'm going to give you a few guidelines to use when deciding how many sprays to spray. Now, it's not uncommon for me to open up my Instagram and or Snapchat and get a message that reads something like this. Big Beard B, I just purchased my first bottle of Bleu de Chanel and I need to know how many sprays. Well, it's not that simple. Yes, man, you heard me correctly. It is not that simple. There are a few things you must consider before spraying. 1, where's your environment? 2, who are you wearing this around? 3, what's the occasion? 4, what's the weather? 5, like, how much do you have left? Now, personally, when I'm thinking about how many sprays of a specific fragrance I'm going to wear, I take all of those things that we just mentioned into consideration, but I also think about, like, my clothing options, right? Am I going to wear short sleeve or long sleeve? I think that matters, but traditionally, I think the things that matter the most is 1, where you're going, 2, your personality style, and 3, what's your impact that you want to leave. Yes, those are the 3 things I think really makes a difference when trying to decide how many sprays, all right? So if you're into fragrance, or if you haven't been into fragrance, you may have heard the old adage that fragrance is to be discovered, not announced. And I think it could be right, depending on your personality type. So if you're shy, or if you're really conservative, then you may want to guard the amount of sprays that you do, right? Not saying that that's wrong at all. Generally speaking, if you're doing 1 to 3 sprays, you should be good in an office environment, more specifically like a cubicle office environment where you're really close proximity to someone else, where they may be easily offended and or agitated by your smell. I would also say that 1 to 3 sprays also works in a school environment. Again, you're going to be really close proximity to someone, whether if you're in high school, college, grad school, it doesn't matter. You're in close proximity to people and you may not want to easily offend them or annoy them if they don't like your fragrance choice. Now, if you're a bit more assertive or you're a little more carefree and you like to go ahead and stretch your stuff, you want to be known, you want to make sure your presence is known, sometimes you go a little bit more on the sprays. So traditionally, I'll tell you, for those guys, look in the 3 to 7 spray range, all right? Most of the time when I'm talking about a fragrance of how many sprays I've worn, if you haven't checked out any of my 72 weekly fragrance rotation videos at the time of recording this one, then listen, all right? 3 to 7 sprays typically gets the job done. And that works for me in terms of longevity, performance, and compliment factor. So how many sprays? Short answer, no less than 1, no more than 7. Why no less than 1? Because you should always wear fragrance in today's world. At least, this is my personal opinion. And finally, the only other thing I think you need to take into consideration when deciding how many sprays of a fragrance to wear is what fragrance you're wearing. Now, if you're talking about a fragrance like Bleu de Chanel, where this one is more of a safe fragrance, you can wear it, people enjoy it, it has high compliment factor, and it's not that daring and or risky, versus a fragrance like Tom Ford Noir Anthracite. All right, this one here is not going to be a crowd pleaser. So spraying 7 sprays of this may not go particularly well for you. So explore the type of fragrances that you're wearing. Are you wearing an aromatic fragrance? Are you wearing a gourmand? Are you wearing a woody fragrance? Are you wearing an artistic fragrance? All of those things matter, and I think it goes a long way in deciding how many sprays of a particular fragrance you should wear. Consider the concentration of a fragrance, whether it's an EDC, EDT, EDP, or parfum extract. All of those things matter, man. Comment down below and let me know how many sprays of your favorite fragrance do you spray? Man, are you rocking Dior Sauvage? I want to know how many sprays you spray. Are you rocking Creed Aventus? I want to know how many sprays you spray. This will go a long way in helping these guys and girls out there decide how many sprays of perfume and or cologne they should do. As always, I'm your boy, Big Beard B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we are back again. Tell me, how many sprays did it take for you to hit the goddamn bell?